Everyone thought it was just going to be a fight. A few punches, a few screams, and then they'd go home. But in less than a minute, one girl would be bleeding out in a parking lot, and the other would walk away not realizing she just crossed a line she can't uncross. This is Columbus, Ohio, March 2023. Officers and medics rush into a chaotic parking lot. A 17-year-old girl named Halia has been stabbed, right near her neck and upper chest. Witnesses say the suspect is her former friend, now missing from the scene. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what happened, how a planned fight turned into a fatal stabbing, what the witness video shows, and the moment the suspect realizes the outcome isn't just a bruise or a loss, it's a death.
What do you got stabbed with, he's asking? What do you get stabbed with? You don't know? They don't know. Hey, man, just let him work.
Bro.
Yeah, see, just let him work, man. Just let him work.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That they were supposed to be fighting. I didn't see no knife get pulled or nothing. They said no, she bleed on her neck.
What's his name?
Halia Blue.
Halia Blue. Halia Blue.
That's all I know. Halia. Where's my little...
Did anyone see it? The girl did? She's the only one? She's our only witness? Okay.
Where y'all going? Alright, I'm on my way. Let's go!
Where the corner Riverside?
Girl trauma.
14.
Police and medics rush to the scene and find 17-year-old Halia Culbertson with an apparent stab wound to her neck. The teen is rushed to the hospital while officers stay behind to talk to witnesses. Let's see what they have to say.
I was standing right there.
You were standing right there? All right. Is that from that's him? Okay. All right, come on. You got any ID on you, bud?
I do in my wallet, but I can give you my name, my birthday, and my social real quick.
Where's your wallet at?
In my mom's.
All right. Let's go ahead and have a seat right here.
My sister.
Is your sister that got cut?
No, she's not blood related, but I've known her since she was 12.
Okay, so a good friend of yours?
Yeah, right. Man.
So what, did you see what happened? You see
I got that on video, man. I don't even know where the fuck she got stabbed at, bro. Slow down, bro. It was beef in the side of the square.
Get it over with, bro. Country, get it over with, Halia. Yeah, country, Halia. Country, Halia.
She got stabbed right there. Saw all the blood come out, bro.
The girl in the orange is the one
The girl in the orange is the one who got cut. Take that phone away from me,
all right.
bro.
Yeah, here, let me have your phone. All right, here, I gotta have you sit right here, man. Hey. I need you to just hang out in here, okay?
You heard that right. One witness says he caught the entire fight on video. Moments later, another officer arrives to get a closer look.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole video. I just saw the altercation. Okay. And then something happened. I had to put him in the car. And I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it's good video. He's standing maybe 10 feet from him, recording full HD with his iPhone.
People do it. These cameras are insane.
Yeah.
We have that phone secured by chance.
Oh yeah.
Airplane mode and all that good stuff.
No, not airplane.
I would put it on airplane mode just so I don't think it's going to happen because they're being cooperative, but that way there's no risk of somebody remote accessing it.
Flashlight.
Can you unlock that for me?
Do you mind if I watch it real quick, buddy? Does it show the car on there at all?
Actually, might. Hold on, come here.
Just start it from.
Am I allowed to come out?
Yeah, you're standing right there.
Hey, get off my sister, bro.
Remember, hold it.
Yep, go ahead.
Get off my sister.
Halia's the one in the orange.
I'm about to put my phone down, bro. Halia, country, get it over with, bro. Country, get it over with, Halia.
Who's Halia to you?
Halia, my little, she's like my sister. I've known her. But you could tell she started bleeding before in the entire fight.
You better get your girl before she get f***ed up even more.
So it doesn't have.
Okay, so I saved it down there. You could tell. That button down there saved. I might.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put your phone on airplane mode, buddy.
Yes, sir. You do
And
what
then I'm
you
gonna
need to
sit
do.
right on the dash, like right where it was.
Yes, sir. You do what you need to do, man.
All right, thank you, boss.
Next, investigators check in with another witness.
You said they got in a fight. Go ahead.
They got into a fight, and as Halia walked to the front door of the Jeep, I saw she had a gash on her. She got in the car, and she goes, "I'm getting nauseous." I hopped out the car. I called 911 because I didn't see the fight. I was sitting in the Jeep looking away because I can't be part of that family.
You didn't see the actual fight?
No, but I know who Brie Berrezzini is. I know her mother, and I know her address.
Okay. All right, hang out for me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Multiple witnesses identify the stabbing suspect as now 20-year-old Brianna Berrezzini, who's nowhere to be found on the scene.
What he said.
Clear as a f***ing day. You can see their faces on video. If I would have known my sister was going to get stabbed between a fight, like I know it's bad to say,
So Bree was fighting with...
Bree and Halia were supposed to be fighting while they were in the Columbus
Was this
Square.
like a planned thing or what?
No, it was random as she came in while we came in. Like, it was random as
In the smoke shop?
Yeah, in the smoke shop right there.
Okay.
It just
And they
happened to
started
come
going
in, and they started going at it in the store, and Bree called Halia a cokehead.
Okay.
Halia's a sober, like she's a recovering addict. So she took that into great offense. You know, I don't know if you've met any recovering addicts, but like me personally, I'm one.
Who was an addict? I'm sorry.
Halia was an
okay.
addict. So, and she called Halia out on being
A cokehead.
Yeah, so like Halia got mad and Halia was waiting outside and they were supposed to just fight. It was supposed to just be a fight. I was there. I was supposed to be like in between it. I didn't even see a knife get pulled.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure if it was a knife or if she had a ring on her finger and just got her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the knife got pulled out and it was on the ground and I saw it.
What kind of knife was it?
It looked like a switchblade, like a butterfly knife type of knife. But I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to be honest with you. But she didn't have time to pull it out because Halia, like, I'm not going to lie, that's my little sister, but she smacked the out of her first. Like, you can see it on the video.
Right.
Halia smacked her. All you saw from that was hands on hands. There was no, like, digging into pockets and pulling out and going, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was none of that, because if I would have seen that, I would have already been in there and y'all would have been called sooner. We didn't know she was bleeding out till she got it back. She crunched Bree in the face. Bree was on the ground and she walked away. Halia walked away, got in the Jeep ready to drive.
Right.
And she was sitting there and comes over to me and goes, she's spitting blood out of her chest. And I come over and I just see, like, right in this area on the right or left side of her chest, shooting blood. My first reaction is take my shirt off, put it on top, put pressure on it.
Okay.
I've had my brothers die in my arms because they got shot and I didn't put pressure on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't put pressure fast enough. So like,
that's rough. That's rough, brother. That's rough.
Man, just please save my sister, bro.
Okay.
Despite life-saving efforts, Halia Culbertson was later pronounced dead after succumbing to her injuries. Officers finish gathering details and try to paint a picture of what allegedly happened while waiting for detectives to arrive.
So is this a DV thing or no?
No, this was two girls, two friends, and the video is unbelievable.
Where's the video?
On his cell phone. It's his sister, not biological sister, one of his best friends.
That went to the hospital. She was transported. Okay.
So they're all standing out here arguing, and he's sitting there, your typical street fight video, and everyone's like, punch her, blah, blah, blah. And he's standing from me to you away, videotaping it. And all of a sudden they start swinging at each other. Well, one girl, suspect, had something in her hand and got her right in the throat. Yeah, his video is perfect.
Yeah,
It's not long until the stabbing suspect gets a knock at her door and realizes She's not getting away from this so easily.
Do you have anything sharp on you? Anything I need to know about?
Just my views in my pocket.
Just what?
My views in my
Okay.
pocket.
I'm gonna need to hold your view. Okay.
That's not a problem.
And like I said, when you get this back, you'll have this back too. Okay. All right. Come on this way. Open there for me.
Radio to car 60. 50. I'm going to need you to start to 231, 231.
Once the cameras stop rolling, this case becomes less about shock and more about choices, timing, and consequences. At its core, this wasn't a premeditated killing. It wasn't a robbery. It wasn't a planned ambush. It was a confrontation between two former friends, fueled by unresolved history, public humiliation, and a crowd that treated violence like entertainment. Inside the store, words were exchanged. Outside, a fight was expected. But the moment one person introduces a knife into what everyone else believes is a fistfight, the rules change instantly. From that point on, the law no longer sees a fight, it sees deadly force. And that shift happened in seconds. There's one detail in this case that matters more than almost anything else, and it's easy to overlook if you're only watching emotionally. The knife appeared before the first serious exchange of blows. According to the suspect's own statement, she pulled out the knife as the other girl approached. It was opened, it was visible, and it was in her hand. That matters, because legally, the moment you display a deadly weapon, you are no longer responding to violence. You are escalating it. Even if the other person strikes first, even if you feel threatened, even if you're scared. From a legal perspective, the situation has already crossed into deadly force territory. A lot of viewers ask the same question after cases like this. Why wasn't this self-defense? Here's the uncomfortable answer. Self-defense is not about fear alone. It's about proportionality, timing, and necessity. In this case, the victim was unarmed. The confrontation was mutual. The suspect had an opportunity to disengage, and the weapon was introduced early. Even if the suspect didn't intend to kill, the law focuses on what a reasonable person would expect to happen when a knife is used at close range. And stabbing someone in the neck or upper chest is considered lethal force, regardless of intent. That's why prosecutors initially charged murder, and that's also why the defense ultimately accepted a plea to involuntary manslaughter, acknowledging that while there may not have been intent to kill, there was responsibility. There's another layer to this case that rarely gets enough attention: the crowd. Phones were out, people were yelling, some were encouraging it, crush her, get it over with. No one stepped in. No one de-escalated. That pressure matters. Psychologists call it social facilitation, when people take bigger risks because they feel watched, judged, or pushed to perform. But here's the truth the crowd never has to face. The people yelling don't go to jail. The people recording don't get charged. The people who just wanted to see a fight don't sit in an interrogation room. Only the person holding the weapon does. One of the most tragic elements of this case is that no one realized how serious the injury was until it was too late. The victim walked away. She got into a car. For a moment, it looked like it was over. But stab wounds, especially to the neck or chest, don't always look dramatic right away. By the time the bleeding became obvious, the damage was already catastrophic. And that delay cost a life. This is why emergency responders say the same thing over and over. If there's a blade involved, assume the worst, even if the person is still standing. In the end, the legal system landed on involuntary manslaughter, 3 years in prison, a permanent felony record, no erasing it, no redo. Some people hear that and think the sentence is too light. Others think it's too harsh. But the sentence itself isn't the point. The point is this. One impulsive decision made in under a minute will follow both families for the rest of their lives. One family lost a daughter, the other gained a prison sentence, and neither outcome was what anyone expected when they stepped outside that store. This case leaves us with a lesson that's uncomfortable but necessary. If you bring a weapon into a confrontation, you don't get to decide how serious it becomes. Not emotionally, not legally, not morally. It doesn't matter if you didn't mean to. It doesn't matter if it happened fast. It doesn't matter if you were scared. Once deadly force enters the situation, every possible outcome becomes your responsibility. If this video made you think differently about self-defense, escalation, or crowd behavior, that's the point of this channel. We break down real body cam cases, not to judge, but to understand how ordinary moments turn into life-altering consequences. If you want more real-world breakdowns like this, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell us what stood out to you the most. And in the next video, we'll look at a case where another fight almost ended the same way, but one small decision changed everything. Because sometimes the difference between walking away and going to prison is 1 second.